Mike team. Today we're working on leg press, placement, arch, extension. We're gonna go high, we're gonna go mid, we're gonna go low. We're gonna go fly out, we're gonna go tighten it. So give us an example. High would be when you place them to be up here. This works more of the hamstring, front quad. Let's go, do a couple pumps here. Coach Tahan, that'll be high. Like I say, front quad, rear hamstring. We're gonna go mid. So when you come down to a mid placement, it's more the hamstring. And internal quad, let's go. Give us a couple pumps. He's going low, knees to chest. The whole object is to expand the quad, to expand the calves, to overexhaust them to where they grow. Perfect form. Okay, now we're gonna do a low placement. This works more on the over knee. So if you have bad knees, I really don't suggest that you go in a low placement when you're going to do leg press. All right, so there's more pressure here. This works the lower front quad. Never lock your knees in that way. You never lock those knees in because that creates more pressure and you're actually more stable for injury. The next one is going to do a tighten it. It's going to be centered. This is the outer front quad. Zoom in on that. Let's go. There you go. And that's the perfect form. Okay, now I'm going to teach you guys about single leg. So single leg, usually is going to be 1 foot drops. He's going to go mid placement. That means this leg is straight. He's going to drop low with it. Single leg is greatly important for expansion of the quad and hamstring, which that's all quad. You want to expand those hamstrings and those front quads. This is what that does. Okay, second leg, let's go. Mid placement and go. And go, there you go. Perfect form, and that's the leg machine. Now, a lot of people skip these days. I suggest you not to. All full body, baby, it's the neck away. Coach Tahan, how do you feel?
I feel good. Leg day is one of those days that are painful. It's especially mentally stressful because a lot of the things that you do, if you do improper form, it'll cause pains that shouldn't be there, and it'll make you want to quit. So now we got calves for you. With calves, you have different ways that you can do calves. A lot of people don't understand that flex, when you come all the way down, you want to extend past the breaking point and then come back up. A lot of people, when they do it, they coming from the ground. That ground doesn't give you the same breaking point as elevation. Now you're breaking the flat plane. You're getting deep, stretching the whole calf. You want to stretch that whole calf, flatten it out, and then when you bring it up, now you're creating a squeeze, you're creating a pump. Get those cuts in there. When I do calves, I like to mix it in with the leg workout. I can do them in between whatever set, no matter if I'm doing leg press, if I'm doing squats, or even if I'm just doing box jumps. You can always mix in calves. You have 3 different angles that you can do them in. Right now, we're in the centered position. This centered position is going to stretch up, and then when you come down, you get to relax and stretch the whole calf. Now, what we want to do is make sure that we're forming the whole calf. So when you come from the pigeon toe perspective, you're gonna come in. Now you're hitting the outer sides of your calf. All right, for those of us that don't have weights, if you're not in the gym, if you're at home, you can do it off the stairs. From this sumo position, and you have your feet a little wider and those toes pointed out. And I always make sure I hit the sumos because the sumos form the inner calf, and this creates more definition. You'll still be able to get that full flex when you break that plane and you come and stretch that calf out and you bring it right back up, full squeeze, full flex. This is the reason why he has full definition on the calf. So when you do these 3 different angles, it gives you the opportunity to start forming the calf, build the strength, build the muscle.
Yo, it's Mike T and we back. I'm gonna teach you all rounds of what a squat should look like, proper form and everything else. All right, first one we're gonna go sumo squat. So that's a super wide squat, back straight, chest is always up, back is always arched, chin up strong. All right, so when he go, it's a push and go. It's a push and go. Make sure you breathe coming down, explode coming up. There we go, that is a sumo squat. Now we're gonna go mid squats. He's gonna come in shoulder length. Okay. He's gonna bring his feet out a little bit more toward me. Chin up back straight. The bar is set on his delts, traps. Never put it on the top back of your neck. Creates a pain and a strain. Always lay it on your traps. Proper form. Now we're going tight squat. Feet placement to where it's 1 inch to 1.5 inch length. There we go. Chin up back straight, he's breathing. Proper form, that's all quad. Check out his quad. It's all outer. And go. There we go. There we go. The reason why I have his feet forward more, because on a stationary rack like this one here, which is not a free weight, you actually have to make sure that your back is parallel to the actual wall and that your quads is actually going to be parallel to the ground. Creates not a lot of stress on the lower back, and his form has got to be correct. To me, he's leaning more of the pressure of his traps on the bar to where he's coming straight down here. Okay, so here is going to be a jump squat, and I'm going to actually demonstrate that for you guys because his legs are extremely long. So here, you're going to actually leave the ground. So you're going to stay wide, you go low as you can, and float up, contracting all muscle. All muscle. When I come up, I'm actually contracting all the muscle strings. All right? So it's low, slow, slow, slow.
This is what you call kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is when you lock your entire body and you start to form energy base to explode like combustion. All right, guys, so we're coming into our next exercise, which is going to be lunges. We're going to show you a few different ways to do it. This is going to work mostly hamstrings, and when you come to the front, on that front leg, it's going to hit those quads for you. Let's go, Mike, take off. As he comes down and comes back up, you'll see a full flex in the front of the quad. That full flex is what you get from full extension. With the weight, it makes it to where when you push back up, you're hitting more of the quad with a heavier range of motion. When you stretch that back leg out, that's when you're hitting your hamstrings. You want to always make sure that when you stretch, if you touch the knee, it's a controlled touch. I don't want people to bang their knee and then wonder why their knees are hurting the next day. You got things like tendonitis, you have things like cracks and sprains. You don't want those types of fractures. You want to make sure that when you're doing this, it's a controlled touch and a back up. These are power lunges. Now we're doing back lunges. The back lunge, you want to stretch that leg as far as possible, so that way you'll be able to get a full stretch on the hamstring. Proper form, always keep your head up. Same on the other leg, good job. Full flex. Balance and coordination is another thing that this helps with. Stability muscles. You want to get your stabilizer muscles in order. All right, we're going to start with the tap and explode. What this does is it hits the hamstrings because you're coming slight way from a squatted position, and then you're bringing it back up with the weights. And now if you want to just incorporate strictly hamstrings, then you'll go from the straight leg position. The straight leg position creates a full stretch in the hamstring muscle. No bent knees, proper form, head up, and then you bend straight down, get those hands close as you can to the floor, and come straight back up. The form is a must. You have to keep the proper form so that way you can get the maximizing on results.
Thanks again for coming to Naked Athletics. Coach T here, young CFO, young CEO Mike T. Leg day, baby.
Glad you was able to see us come out, do that work. Hit some of that work for you one time, hit those quads.
Leg day is very important. You want to be built like this,
and then
legs look like this.
How them Johnny Bravo legs, you around here looking crazy.
Legs, baby.
So yeah,
legs,
get that flex
baby.
in there.
That's what we do, baby. It's Bird Gang.
You already
know. Stay tuned. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
The naked way, baby. Ain't no other way. Yeah.